But we are going to go into Nag round then. Both the teams... Ooh, look at this. Megi is actually gone onto a rogue in the top right, and Kage is also on rogue. So it's double rogue priest versus RMP.
And I can assure you guys, you'll definitely see some slow-motion replays of these games on our weekly Wednesday show. We're going to put it together before next Wednesday's show, hopefully, and do some really in-depth analysis. But the game is about to kick off here. So, what can Minegi do? Double rogue priest. This is going to be incredible.
Yeah, and actually, Miyagi has only got 100 energy at the moment, so he has stacked some PvE gear. They do find their target, which is going to be Miracle. They're going to go on the back of him as hard as they can. Pain suppression comes up. They've got a garrote on him as well. He's not able to cast, and finally, soon he will be able to cast, as it does eventually wear off, and in comes the cast. But is it going to be too late? They've already lost their priest to the Poms and the damage. And look at this. Haren is on the back of Miyagi. There comes there was actually a blind. He is going to trinket it, so they can finally get the priest down. They do manage to get the priest down. And what are they going to do now? Let's follow Cage. Is he having to sprint away? Haren is chasing him. You can see now Miyagi is onto the back of Haren. There comes a Polly, and Cage in all sorts of trouble. 200 HP, going to be put into a Nova. He knows it's over. As the Nova says it's over. Will die, and Class A is going to victory evocation. Ink Fireball. Oh, he left. Coward. It was a good attempt. Those garrotes, though, were really well timed. I mean, I don't think they actually stack. I really stack, but you know, I don't think you can put one garrote.
Yeah, they are diminishing. But I really felt that they did not really use their abilities to full effect. You know, they really, that pain suppression came in quite early. They really could have delayed that had they got into
pain suppression on who?
On the priest that they had targeted. I really felt that had they chained silencers a bit more, they may have been able to just.
Oh, you mean like maybe open with a silence?
They could have delayed it. I don't know if they could have delayed it just by a little bit longer. Every second counts when you're trying to take down the.
So you're the rogue. I'm the warrior. Okay, so. As the rogue in that situation, they opened up with a lot of damage, and he did get pain suppression up. Would you have opened, like, you know, with a silence to stop that and try and dump as much as you could?
Really, they could have.
I mean, I don't.
They opened up with the garrotes. They could have chained those into cheap shots. They could have chained those into kidneys. Maybe if they weren't fast enough on the kidney after the trinket, they might not have been anything they could do on the pain suppression front. But
what about the priest, which his name is eluding me, but it's like Aqua or something. I should know. I've got my list of all my cool research, which I did. Miyagi, Kage, Master Devil actually was the priest that they previously used, unless he changed his name, and you played with him or playing with him in GOM TV. So the priest, his positioning seemed a bit. I mean, did he really need to get that involved? I mean, as a priest, I mean, he was just going to be like nuked and chained. He could have stayed back and at least drew some of the attention away from the two rogues, so they weren't going to get CC'd and polyed, and maybe played around the pillars a bit, and then come in if he needed to actually get dispels, or because he died behind the pillar.
Absolutely,
offensively.
Absolutely, and both rogues are playing prep, from what I gathered, and so they've got double evasion. They've got plenty of protection, plenty of sort of outs, and it really would make sense if the priest just hung back a bit, kept refreshing those hots, kept keeping those guys up, and the rogues can pretty much choose who they want to open on. They can pretty much choose where they want to fight and bring the fight to them rather than go to the fight.
Yeah, so not the great kind of the score is 1-1, so you know, not a great second round. I'm just thinking a score is 1-1. Rush 1-1. They win the first round. Haren killed Kage. No. They didn't.
I'm back.
It's 2-0. What am I on? I'm crazy. I just gave a point to Rush, like a sympathy point or something.